Hi, Sydney. I really enjoyed your video and your take on the stress and anger management vignette. Um, yeah, I really like the younger kids too. Still very innocent, still very loving and excited about a lot of things. They haven't been inundated with near as much that the older kids have. They still show a lot of excitement for career exploration and working on these skills. Yeah, fewer eye rolls with this age group. So um, I like the lower elementary or upper elementary grade levels as well. Yeah, I agree that the anger and stress management skills are really important at this age level. Not really a whole push on uh, college and career, being ready for college and career, but more of the exploration um, and really working on those skills, those behavior skills that are going to benefit them and help them be ready for college and career or be ready for more of that tentative stage and that third stage that Ginsburg or Super talked about, um, or their theory is about. So, I like the anger and stress management. You mentioned the lockdown that had brought on a lot of stress for kids, and um, coming back to school has been extremely stressful for them. Um, just the different ways that the different school districts worked with that online learning, whether it was synchronous or asynchronous or a hybrid. That's very stressful. I know I took a couple of years off, and I came back in the fall of 20 when everybody came back from the lockdown. And that was stressful enough for me because I was on what we called our virtual team for fifth grade. I taught science and social studies online fully for the first 6 weeks. And then the second 6 weeks, we had some kids come back, either because their parents were more comfortable with them coming back and the policies and guidelines that we had set in place, or they weren't being successful online, and so they were asked to come back for face-to-face instruction. um, excuse me. Um, and so that was a very stressful because a lot of kids didn't. We used Google Classroom for ours, and it was asynchronous, and that was very stressful for them to learn how to use not just a learning management system, but the technology that had to go with it, viewing the videos, how to troubleshoot when it wouldn't work, internet issues, um, and then working in Google Docs and Google Slides and all of those things, and the online textbooks, and that's very stressful. And so they've had to really just kind of grow up a little fast, technology wise, educational wise, simply because of that lockdown. So I like that you brought up that the anger and stress management vignette, because that is anger and stress management. That is one of the biggest skills that students have to learn, kids that people have to learn, not just for college and career, but just to have a healthy life and have positive and happy life. So, I really liked that vignette as well. Later in your video, you mentioned second step lessons. What are second step lessons? Are they social emotional lessons? Um, I find that kind of intriguing to explore. And I like that your counselor really tries to collaborate with teachers. Um, that's a big one that we really don't have at our school, and I would really like to see more of. Um, our counselor taking a more proactive approach to certain things like college and career readiness and anger management skills and stress management skills and study skills. And so I'm curious about that second step or two-step um, lessons that you were talking about. So I really liked your video. I liked how you talked about the social emotional lessons and working collaboratively with teachers. And I hope to hear from you more.